And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st down, Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go counter with Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
It's just me and you.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. 58, come on, 58. Yes, man. He can't hang.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
58, come on. 58, come on.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
Wrap up.
Still moving. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. To throw, it's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz, and that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen taking it in. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 1st down and they stick with Eckler. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Eckler. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you would.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On the return, it's King. Fighting his way through contact. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to